hours in a day, and I get to do math, hey hooray. Y equals mx plus b with Mr. Ng, we're making history. Pythagoras, Euclid, and Gauss learned the math and you'll become the boss.
For problem 1, it is f parentheses g parentheses negative 3 parentheses equals -9, which would be false because we would still need to solve for f, which is 2x -1 equals 2 parentheses -9 -1 equals -19.
All right, question number 2. Circle, is it true or false? The first thing I'm going to do is figure out h of 2. That means we're going to go up into here, and every x value we're going to replace with 2. So h of 2 equals 2 squared plus 1. So no longer am I writing x, I'm writing 2. Just go ahead and simplify this, so I get 4 plus 1. This gives me 5. h of 2 equals 5. This is my input, and this is my output. This is my answer. Now, what happens is now that green is 5. So now I need to find g of 5. This 5 here now becomes the input into function g. So g, now every x value, I'm going to write 5. G of 5 equals 3 times 5, which means 15. G of 5 equals 15. Okay. So again, input, output. Now our new output is going to become now our input. So now I'm going to put that into f. So f of 15, and f is up here, 2x minus 1. So if you get stuck on that, you can just write it like that. 2 times 15 minus 1. 30 minus 1. I'm using PEMDAS to evaluate, so you get this as your answer. So the answer is 29. Do these match? Yes, they do. So that would be true.
All right, so first you distribute the 2, and then you drop down the 1. You drop down the 1, and then pretty much after that, you combine like terms, 2x, and then it gives us 2x plus 1, pretty much. So essentially, it would be true.
Number 4, circle true or false. If f of x equals 3x minus 5 and g of x equals x squared, then f of g3 equals -22.
You started off with writing f of gx, but you're replacing the x with the 3. So you're going to go f of g3. So when you start it, you're looking at this part, but you're going to substitute the x for a 3, which gives you g3 equals 3 squared, which is 3 times 3. It's going to give you 9. So once you find g, you're going to find f of g. So since you replaced the g with the 9, you're doing f of 9 equals, like back here, replace the x with the 9, which is 9 minus 5. You're going to multiply 3 times 9, which is going to give you 27. And you're going to subtract 5 from it. Once you finish all of that, your final answer is 22, making your top part, -22, false.
Alright, first we're going to write out f g there 2. Now for every x, we're going to substitute 2 for g. So it'd be g2 is equal to 3 2 squared plus 1. Now 2 squared equals 4, so it'd be 4 times 3, which is 12, plus 1 equals 13. So if 13 is equal to 13 squared, negative 5 equals 164.
All right, let's go over 5b. The common mistake is this is not multiplication. This is saying f of 2. So I'm going to put in f of 2 here. 2 for every x value. That gives me 4 minus 5. Working up here, and this would give me negative 1. So when f of 2 is equal to negative 1, so this output, the answer, is now going to become my input for g. So I'm going to become g of negative 1, which will be put into this thing now, and every x value will be negative 1. So that would be 3 times 1 plus 1, so that would just be 4. So my answer is positive 4, and you'll notice that these are not the same. So our answer is false.
This solution is true because f of x equals 9, g of x equals 1 over x, which leads to fg minus 3 equals 9.
It's false because you plug in the numbers, so f equals x 9, and then you plug it in, so it's f negative 3 equals 9, and then you plug in the 9 here, so g equals 9 to get 1 over 9.
All right, question number 7 gives us 2 functions, f and g. Now it tells us to start here on g of 3. So if you need a hint, you can write g of x. So we're looking for where x is on the g side. So here it is. So g of 3, the answer is 7. Okay. Now, I'm basically finding 7 is now my input for f. So f of 7. So now I'm going to go to f over here and look for where my x value, the input, is 7, and the output I want is 4. So my answer is 4. All right, for number 8, you guys had something different than the worksheet. So you had g of h equals negative 3. So I'm going to put in negative 3 into h. The x is now negative 3. And if you simplify this, you'll get positive 1. So pay attention. The output of this first function now becomes the input of my second function. So now I need to do g of 1. So I'm putting a 1 here for every x value. And this will get me g of 1 equals 5 is my answer. All right, question number 9 says perform the indicated operation. This is saying g of h. We always start here at h, and we're going to put in x into h. So this is really h of x. So if I put in h of x into this function, well, it's the same thing. Okay, so this is my output. This output now becomes the input for g of x. We're going to put that into g of x. So g of x is x to the third minus x. So this is going here for each of these yellow values. So now it's going to read 4x to the third power minus 4x. Remember, 4x to the third is 4x 3 times. So 16 times 4 gives us 64x to the third minus 4x. These are not like terms, so this is our answer.
So today we're gonna find g of fx. So we're gonna put g outside the parentheses, and we're gonna put fx because we're trying to find fx. We put x in parentheses and all of this in parentheses. So we know that g is 3x minus 4, parentheses fx, which is negative 4x minus 2.
And to find the number easy, I'm gonna do the box, which is gonna be 3x minus 4 and negative 4x minus 2. So negative 3x times negative 4x is gonna be 12x squared, negative 12x squared. Negative 4 times negative 4x is gonna be negative 16x. It's gonna be positive 16x. And 3x times negative 2 is gonna be negative 6x. And negative 4 times negative 2 is gonna be 8.
So inside the box is going to be our answer. So negative 12x squared. And these are like terms. So it's going to be positive 10x plus 8. And this is our answer.
Question number 11 says, perform the indicated operation. We're always starting on the right side, and we're going to put n into the function h. And so if I put in n for every n value, it's actually going to read the same thing. H of n equals n minus 4. Now we're going to take this output, like the answer, and this is now going to become my input into G. So really, we're trying to find G of n minus 4. I'm going to just write the G here. And that means every time I see n, I'm not going to write n anymore. We're writing n minus 4. N minus 4. So 3 times, remember substitution, n minus 4 squared minus n minus 4. I'm going to simplify by using the order of operations. Let's use a different color here. So this portion, I'm going to draw a box because it's n minus 4 times n minus 4. And that's what n minus 4 squared means. We're going to multiply and then combine like terms. So in purple, I'm going to have n squared minus 8n plus 16. And now I'm going to have to let's go ahead and distribute here. That'll give me negative 1n plus 4. I'm going to distribute the 3. And this will just drop down. We'll combine like terms, so 3n squared minus 25n And those are constants, so plus 52. And that would be our answer.
Do you want to learn to love math again? Go to Mr. Ng's website or to his YouTube channel. He will teach you to learn to love math again. Mr. Ng, the #1 math teacher in the whole world.